Oh, hi there. It's Marcus. And over the next few weeks, I want to take you into a special live training program where we're going to go through several different topics over the next few weeks, all about the idea of hidden online income sources. That's right, we're actually going to go into the hidden online income sources and show you where the profit is so that you can find it on your own and use it to profit, of course, right? So we're going to head over to the whiteboard, and I want to start this week's training off with the idea of AdSense and sponsored ads and everything like that. And I know you guys have all seen sponsored ads online, but maybe you don't know exactly how they work. And we're going to try to get this here robot cameraman to find us over here in a cool way. So hopefully it finds us, right? It's supposed to do its job, but not all the time is it as good as it can be. So we're going to go over here and we are going to talk about the idea of sponsored ads. And you guys have all seen them. You've seen ads by Google, right? You see those ads. They're in little boxes. Sometimes they look like links, sometimes they look like boxes, but they all say ads by. All right? Now, maybe you've seen the ones by Google AdSense, maybe you've seen the ones by Taboola, and different things like this. Now, the cool thing about sponsored ads online is the fact that you don't have to go out there and look for advertisers, right? We have these advertisers here, and we'll just put adverts, okay? And these are people that are willing to pay when people click on your ads, okay? So this is pretty basic stuff. A lot of you guys know about Google AdSense. A lot of you guys know about how these ads work. Maybe you've seen ads like on Taboola or on MSN or Bing and things like that. Now, what you might not know is how the money is involved here. Because you see, a lot of times people just go and put these ads on their site and they hope for the best, right? And sometimes it's not always that great. Sometimes the amount of money you make on your advertisements isn't that great at all. And I want to make sure that this camera is actually filming where it should be filming. Okay, cool. So sometimes you might see that these ads are there and maybe they make a little bit of money or a lot of money or whatever it is. But what we want to do is we want to take a look behind the scenes of how it works. Because you see, there are these databases, right? Google, Taboola, all these people have databases of people willing to pay for traffic. And the traffic they're willing to pay for might be anywhere from like 1 penny per click or less, right? Which is where most people get their stuff, to maybe 10 cents a click. Maybe if you're lucky, you'll get like 50 cents a click. Okay, so what is it that differentiates a 1 cent click, a 50-cent click, and some of the stuff you see by me where we're getting like $10 a click, right? What's the difference there? Because if you can figure out the difference between each of these, then obviously you're going to make a lot more money. This guy here, if he gets 10 clicks, he only makes 10 cents. This guy here, if he gets 10 clicks, he's making $100. All right, so big difference in money. And what we want to talk to you about is the idea of educating your traffic. Well, the your over there is kind of funny, but educating your traffic. Okay? Now, when you educate your traffic or you interest your traffic in something, you are going to make a lot more money. And we'll try to spell correctly. I don't have a spell check on the whiteboard. We're working on that. Hasn't been invented yet. But what we have here is we have the difference between educating your traffic. Now, I want to ask you a quick question. Have you ever been online and you've been looking at your email or maybe checking Facebook or something like that, and then hours later you find yourself on some site about vacations or mortgages or news or something like that, right? What they did is they took you through a loop. They got your interest, right? So whether you're using ads by Google or whether they're using Taboola or whether you're using MSN or Bing, what's happening is they have to get your interest. So we're going to put an I here, and they need to get your interest, right? They need to get your interest or you're not going to click. On Google, they used banner ads or they used text ads, okay? So we'll put some little text ads here, we'll put a banner ad, maybe they have an image, okay? On Taboola, it's a little bit different. And all of the content, all of the ads are using what is on your site to generate the ad. So if your site is about basketball, okay, automatically the code generated by Google, the code generated by Taboola, the code generated by MSN is going to show basketball type ads, okay? Pretty cool. And it's going to search the database of all these ads and say, well, we have these ads available and he's going to get, 6 cents a click or whatever it is, okay? All done automatically. So the question is, how do we not only get their attention and get them to click on the ads, but also educate our traffic and make it worth more money? And the way that we do this is by teaching them something or getting them interested in something. For example, if they're on a site and the site is about mortgage rates, if you can get their interest and say, hey dude, here's how to get like 2% mortgage, okay? They're going to click that. They're going to be like, dude, I want to get that 2-cent mortgage. Now, because we did that, we're now going to take them over to the expensive traffic. Same thing with basketball. If you say, hey guys, check it out. Look at this guy. He's jumping 5 feet off the air. Do you want to learn to jump 5 feet off the air so you can dunk a basket? Yes, now he's going to go to vertical jump, which is a higher priced keyword. Okay, very important. So what we want to do is we want to get in the habit of finding the sweet spot, finding where the expensive traffic is in our market. Even if we're in a market of how to teach your kids how to ride a bike or something like that, we can always interest them and say, hey, have you thought about getting insurance or Gerber life insurance or something like that? Or have you thought about getting this kind of bike or that kind of bike, or here's some bike safety tips, right? What we want to do is we want to use our content to drive them to the things that are paying more money. And again, the cool part is Google and MSN and Taboola all have this stuff in their database, right? So remember that example where I talked about where you're surfing online and you get sidetracked by certain things, right? You get sidetracked by the side of your whiteboard, or you get sidetracked by certain things and all of a sudden you're on this interesting article that you didn't intend on reading. Maybe it's about the feds changing the rates or investing in gold or something like that, right? The reason they're doing that is because it's expensive traffic. That's why you see those weird pictures of those people all freaked out, right? And they're freaked out and they're like, whoa, this happened to drivers in your area, or here's a crazy discount people in your specific area are getting, right? And the reason this works is because it gets their interest, right? It has to be based on why they're there in the first place, and it drives them to the database of the high-paying ads. So if you like this stuff, if you want to learn more about the behind-the-scenes stuff that's going on here that takes the 1-cent click and makes it like a $10 click or a $3 click or even a 75-cent click, right? You can make a lot of money there. Even though, right, if you want to learn, excuse me, talk about getting sidetracked, right? If you want to learn this, if you want to learn what's going on behind the scenes, right? Even the little difference between 1 cent or 10 cents could make a huge difference, right? In my own personal marketing, it's been the difference between making a couple bucks and making $1 million on a site. And it's all done through this stuff. It's all done through these ads, these sponsored ads, and you're going to learn about these sponsored ads. So we are going to have our first hidden online money-making webinar series this Wednesday. So you're going to go in this Wednesday. If you're watching this video after Wednesday, don't worry, we'll put a link to the replay for you. It'll be right on this video. But you're going to go in, you're going to learn how to educate your traffic, you're going to learn how different hidden online advertising works, you're going to learn exactly how to lead your people to what makes you money, and you're going to learn how to pocket a ton of money with what's already going on. Because this here, these three companies are multi-billion dollar companies, right? They got billions of dollars. These advertisers are already paying billions of dollars in money to get traffic. So if you're the one generating the traffic, you're going to be the one getting the money. And we're going to show you how it works. So make sure you're hooked up for the webinar. It is Wednesday at 1 o'clock Pacific time, 4 o'clock Eastern time, for those Eastern people like me now in Florida, right? You're going to get this information. We're going to show you how it works. If you like the idea, if you say, Marcus, I want to write simple little articles or make simple little sites and make lots of money, this is how you do it. So I hope you enjoyed this video all about how the ads work, right? And we're going to talk about these sponsored ads. We're going to show you how it works on the webinar. So I'll see you on Wednesday, and we're going to go deep into how this works and how you can increase the cost that you get, or the amount you get per click on your website. So I hope you enjoyed this. Again, I'm Marcus from SimpleSitesBigProfits.com, and I'll see you on the webinar.